Hello and welcome to the Every Saturday Podcast YouTube channel for instant match reaction to Rangers 2, the best team in the league now in the Scottish Cup round. What is it? Can't even mind what round it is, but we're into the quarterfinals anyway, that's the main thing. We're here to give our opinions, our reaction to the game that's just happened at Ibrox. So if you like our content, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and follow the socials that'll be on the screen. So going into this one, obviously a big game for both sides. Rangers need to go and sort of go for cups. We've not been great in cup competitions over Gerrard's tenure, but we've got a league under our belt now. We can go for these trophies. Celtic, on the other hand, obviously want to stop us winning it, go and winning another Scottish Cup. But it was a nervy one for both sides. A lot riding on it. The team came out the day. I was happy with it to an extent. Arfield in the midfield and stuff like that. You predicted it on the podcast. Aribo further forward. How did you feel about the team?
Yeah, listen, I was happy with the lineup, as I said to you. I felt like obviously Scotty Arfield would come into this game just for a bit more toughness in terms of the physicality he would bring to the game, and also experience head. So Aribo out in the right position, wide in the right, which was I prefer him out there, as we were saying before he came on the podcast. But no, I just had a magic feeling, mate, that he'd play Scotty. He sort of prefers to go for Scotty Arfield in these kind of games, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gives a good bit of toughness in midfield. We've maybe lacked that at times recently without Ryan Jack and Scott Arfield now on the team. And you've seen with old firms that have maybe been recent that Aribo's played in midfield, he's not been great. So I think it was a great sort of tactical masterclass, if you say, for Gerrard to go and play Aribo further forward and put Arfield into the midfield. So I was happy with it. We've definitely got plenty there to go and win the game. And the game started very fast. Both teams, you could tell straight away that it was a cup tie, a lot of energy, a lot of high intensity in the game, which we've maybe lacked field from games in the league, and that's been a bit flat. So, a good cup tie feel. Both teams really need to go for it, as we said. A lot of pressure on both sides, but there only can be one winner. And the first goal came pretty early on. Stephen Davis finds himself in a great position for Aribo, obviously, and Kent doing great work in the attacking third, and he fires in an overhead kick. Just what is your thoughts about Stephen Davis being at the back post on an overhead kick?
As I say, mate, you wouldn't expect that for Davo. You'd obviously, as I said, you'd expect that for kind of like an outfield going forward, kind of. But no, didn't expect that for Davis. As I say, he's just class all over, isn't he? Fine as wine, as we keep saying. But for him to do that, I don't know if I can put that into words, mate. But that was a sensational goal for such an experienced head.
Aye, exactly. Showing his and as we say, Davis ages like fine wine. He just doesn't look out of place in the midfield ever. Showing up another 36-year-old midfielder on the other team every time we play. So Stephen Davis getting us up 1-0 with that acrobatic finish. It's unbelievable. And once again, providing such a threat going forward and as a whole. And the team is just irreplaceable in this side. And I felt that was a good time to score really early. Celtic really need to come out now and try and get a goal any way they can. And they did. They came into the game a bit. They had plenty of chances for corners and stuff like that. The biggest one probably coming for Stephen Welsh, who just completely he just skews his shot completely the wrong way. And then Christopher Aya gets cleared off the line. So we had to succumb a bit of pressure, much like the game in January at Ibrox. But we hit back again. We went up the other end of the field. Aribo, I mean, great work down the right hand side. Gets drills a pass into a dangerous area, and then it just needs to hit off anybody at that point, and it's a goal. And there you go. It was 2-0. 35 minutes in. How did you feel?
Listen, I'm not having them taking that off. I don't know, mate. See that goal to me? I thought that was Kent's goal. Like they showed an angle where it looked like Kent got the touch on it. But
No, Kent
I
didn't even
know
get a
for the
touch
other
on it at
angles that
all.
they've shown, I don't know, mate. To me, it looked like Kingsley, but Mr. Kennedy put it in the net anyway. So at the end of the day, Joe Aribo that was just fantastic for Joe. Obviously Gordon Strachan was having a meltdown about what Ayer could have done and what Laxall could have done it. Doesn't really matter. Joe Aribo just drills it in, man. Just sensational for Joe.
Aye, sensational for Joe Aribo. Ken, Patterson as well. Three of them stick out to me in particular in the first half. Davis as well, obviously, who were great in terms of getting us forward, creating opportunities, just being composed in the ball. The four of them were great in the first half. And aye, that second goal gives a lot of breathing space. Although I do feel 2-0 as a risky one to be on, because if they get a goal, they're straight back in the game. I feel like going into half time, the team talk should have been pretty simple. Just keep what you've got and hopefully get through to the next round. And we did that to a degree. We came out in the second half. Celtic had probably the majority of the opportunities, but we soaked up that amount of pressure again. Turnbull had a great shot, maybe 20 seconds into the restart, parried away for Al McGregor. Edward was in on goal. El Yunusi, I mean, does he pass it to him, or is it a rebound and Edward just hits it off with his thigh or something that goes over the bar? And then Edward gets in behind again. He squares it to El Yunusi. McGregor's out for it like a cat. Too much space in behind, I felt at that time. Celtic, they were knocking on the door, definitely.
That one that you're on about there, where McGregor comes out, you say, like a cat. That, and then Davis just clears it away. I think that for me sums up the season. Two veterans who've just really, do you know what I mean, shown exactly the quality that you need to win, to be a winner up here. Al McGregor, man, you would think, honestly, what a goalkeeper. I don't even know how he's not even like in the national lineup or anything like that. Like, obviously he's retired and that's it, but I don't know. I can't believe that we've got a goalkeeper like that, mate. Honestly, he's just same with Davis, man. Like the two of them, just for when we were young laddies, as we say, like growing up, you know what I mean, had the privilege to watch them then, and then the privilege to watch them as young men. You know what I mean? It's just sensational to see their quality come back and really help us win the league. And hopefully that mentality will stay with the boys. That helps the next boys come in. But no, I can't believe it, man. When they two, man, they're just fantastic.
Aye, they just keep getting better and better. You're expecting them maybe to slow down a wee bit, but Davis is just running for every ball. He's high energy as ever, even at the 90th minute. McGregor always there when you need him. The two of them today, very good. And then leading into that penalty, it was maybe a bit of a soft penalty, I felt. Aribo, I don't really know what's happened. Griffiths goes to ground. It's a penalty. You're sitting there thinking, right, Celtic have had the majority of the chances in this half. They've got a penalty. This gets them right back in the game. Al McGregor needs to stand up. And as we previously just spoke about there, he does time and time again. He saves a penalty. Very great, expertly. I would say it was maybe a poor penalty on Edward's point, but you can't take anything away from McGregor's save. And that's, as you said, fourth Derby penalty save he's had. So, again, just putting on how much of a great servant he's been for Rangers.
No, listen, I was about to rip the top like Hulk Hogan there, but then I remembered I've got my fine jersey on, so I went, nah, I'm not doing that. But that save was honestly, that was fantastic, man. Just wasn't a penalty for me. I just think he just fell to the floor. There was nothing in it. I think the Rangers had I think it was a shot. I don't know if it was Welsh or Ayer. It was a shot and it ricocheted off somebody's hand, and they didn't replay it back or anything like that. But for me, that should have been looked at a bit more. But no, for me, like Griffiths one wasn't a penalty. It just fell to the floor.
No.
I don't know about yourself, mate. It just wasn't a penalty for me.
No, aye. It was off the softer variety, but we got away with it. They didn't score. I feel like if Celtic did score that day, that one there, it would have been a very interesting last 10 minutes of the game. They would have been really going for it after that. But I feel like that penalty save really was the last sort of action they had. Like, that was their last chance to go and try and take some for this game. Rangers just for the second half soaked up a lot of pressure, gave Celtic the chances, tried to hit them when they could, but I feel like Rangers were happy enough with the two goals they scored in the first half to be able to sit back and invite a bit of pressure and then go forward when they had the chance, and we did that to a good degree today. I would have liked more goals, but I'm being spoiled by that. The main thing in a cup tie anyway is getting the result. The performance doesn't always need to be there in the cup tie. Just get the result. We did today. We were good for large parts of it. We created a lot of stuff, and we move on next weekend now to St Johnstone. So all around a great day. I'll say so.
No, I would say so as well, mate. I thought there's a lot of players that stood out for me today. I thought Patterson was just superb. And I know everyone else was obviously wanting to have come back straight in. I know we've got the whole sort of ban thing still with Patterson, but see for me, Patterson he's to cement himself, mate. I feel like for right now, anyway at the moment, I don't think to have come straight into the team. That's what I'm trying to say there. Do you know what I would like? I know I'm just saying it here right now, but I would honestly love it, right? If we get a fair bid for Barisic, maybe put Patterson out on the left. I don't know about you, mate. Would you do that? Because for me, that's something that I'm thinking myself. Just pop him out on the left.
That's an interesting idea, actually, because I never thought about that. All bows down to if Barisic is still here in the summer or not, but I don't feel that Patterson is going to sit on the bench all season. He's definitely he's better than that. He's going to want to go out and get experience if we do loan him out or something like that. But that's maybe a good sort of idea to look at. Could see that maybe in the summer. We never know, but I like to have him in the team rather than not. You know what I mean? He's been great since he's come into the side. Definitely, again, shown the day that he's at this level already.
You can't just for me. You can't drop him, man. He keeps putting in top performances, and he's playing against people, as we say, like Sal, he's been at a World Cup. Like was he not at the 2014 World Cup?
No,
so he's been at World
2018,
Cups.
I think it was.
Patterson's 2018. I will listen. Patterson's having a good shift against him. He's played for these big clubs, and Patterson's putting the shift in it as a young age. So for me, take my hats off to him. I thought Aribo was fantastic today for me. I just thought he really bossed it. There was him, Ryan Kent, were showboating a couple of times. But as I say, I thought his team selection today was fair enough. I just had a feeling he would pick Arfield. He seems to like him in these kind of games. So no, I thought the only player there was only really one for me that I was a bit annoyed with at times was probably like Barisic. Some of the times where he was getting the ball and it was just getting it away. But some you expect you get that with Barisic, but still at the end of the day, I'm just happy we went through in a cup. But as I've said to you, mate, I just want to win and do the double. To me, it's just important to do the double.
No, it's very important now that we go and win this cup. I will say, I agree with all your points there. Aribo, I thought was great at times. Kent ripped them apart, as they say in his song. He ripped them apart today. They could not deal with Kent. Davis again, unbelievable. Patterson as well. And in our defence, even though we had a few moments where we were a bit shaky, still didn't concede. And Celtic have came to Ibrox again this season, not scored a goal, and they've no won an Old Firm derby in what is that, 5 or 6 games now. So the tide has definitely turned in our favour. Rangers are the most dominant team in Glasgow, the best team in the league, and we're rightful champions. But this game won't mean anything if we don't go and win the cup now. So the main thing is getting to next Saturday. Against we've got a double header against St Johnstone now. Actually, we play them midweek and then we play them on Saturday. So we'll get the game in the weekend and Wednesday, and then we get the game in the weekend. So I'm looking forward to the next round. Who was your man of the match today before we round it off?
I mean, I think there's 3 that come to mind. There's 3 for me really, as I would say, that stood out. Patterson was one for me. Obviously Devo. And I'm going to put a short one in there. I know I said Aribo bossed the game, but someone else I thought had a decent game today, mate. I thought Philip Hollander was solid today. I know they had chances in that, but I thought Big Hollander dealt with him just superb. I don't know about yourself, but but for me, no. Do you know what? See, for the penalty itself, I'm just going to go with Al McGregor because that is just massive.
Aye, I don't think you'd be bad at seeing him today. I thought pretty much the majority had a great game today. Maybe Morelos was a bit short in the mark at times. I don't think he had a really great game. But I'm going to go for Stephen Davis today. I thought at times just rolling back the years, obviously with that goal, it's acrobatic, it's mental that Stephen Davis is scoring that kind of goal. And that one, he gets into the box, he skins about 3 people, slides it through Aribo, and another day had a tap in. And he just unbelievable day. Stephen Davis could give it to a lot of people though. So I think McGregor's a good shout for you as well. But that's the Old Firm game. That's
a good thing, though, mate.
Aye, no, I will agree with you.
Mate, but that's a good thing that we've got a thing, mate. But no, I agree with you 100%. But you end this video, and obviously we'll look forward to the podcast. Probably going into more depth, and obviously preview the St Johnstone games. So wrap this one up, then.
Aye, 100%. That's it. Going into podcast on Tuesday, we'll talk about this. We'll talk about the double header against St Johnstone and whatever else occurs. But I enjoyed the reaction today. I enjoyed the game today. It was really important to get the victory, and we did. So happy days for everybody out there. If you did like the video, subscribe to the channel and follow the socials that'll be on the screen. We'll see you for the podcast on Tuesday. Cheers.